Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? Purr, it's cold outside. It is currently 4:11 a.m. on this frigid, cold Wednesday evening going into Thursday. It is currently 23 degrees outside. I have the heat pumping to a toasty warm 78, but it hasn't really hit there yet because I just left the house. I have several drinks with me tonight. I have a full thing of water, and then I also have a Diet Coke, and I have one of my new Tervis cups for Christmas, and it is the Snoopy one that's like showing his house and has the lights on it and stuff, and I love it so much. So I finally, my case of Diet Coke, or my 12-pack of Diet Coke, has been sitting in the back of my car since Tanya and I went to the Meijer, and I finally took it in tonight. So just now, actually, right before I left the house. And it's so funny because I came out to my car and I bought everything out, and then I was gonna just get a Diet Coke, but I thought, just take the case in right now. So I took the case back in, and I left my car open, or not open, but unlocked. And I got back, and then I got in my car, and I was like, is there like a serial killer in my back seat? I just woke up about 20 minutes ago, and I went to bed. What time did I go to bed? Like 11:45 or something like that with Alex. We kind of fell asleep just like talking to each other with the dogs. It was very sweet. And let's see, well, wait a second. I set my alarm for an hour and 20 minutes. And I set my alarm for 1:40. So I guess I went to bed later than that. That would have been like 20 after 12. I guess I went to bed at like 20 after 12. So, yeah. And I was all cozied in with the dogs. I had a very full day today. So I got up and did a bunch of stuff around the house. This is what I actually, I always do all this stuff, I get up to come out and vlog, you know? But then there's always 10 things that I'm doing before I come vlog. So tonight, before I came out here to vlog, I filled up my water thing, but my pure water jug in the refrigerator was empty, so I had to fill it with water. I was doing that, and then I took my medicine, my epilepsy medicine, and because I take it in the morning and at night. And then I have one of those Sunday through Monday thing, or Monday through Sunday things. It's I guess it's Saturday through Sunday, or Sunday through Saturday pill things, that's AM, PM kind of thing. We have one for Tucker too. It's the same one that we used for PP. So we have them laid out right next to each other. But anyway, so I put my medicine in it for the week, and then I also put my vitamins in it and stuff. So I was filling that, and because I take vitamin D and vitamin C and a B vitamin complex and zinc. So I was filling that up, and for the week ahead, because it was empty. And what else was I doing? That was about it. But I got up today, and I was really tired when I got up today. This weather just drains me of any kind of energy. I was actually thinking about that tonight. I was because I was putting the vitamin D into my my medicine thing, and I was thinking to myself, I could use, as I'm sure many of us could, I could use a week on a beach, sleeping in, romanticals with my husband, just relaxing, watching Netflix shows, eating really healthy food, drinking lots of water, drinking fresh squeezed juices and salads and all that kind of stuff. I could use an entire week of that. I was just who was I? I was looking at somebody's, who was I looking at that said that they were doing a week-long yoga retreat? Oh, it was a sober friend of mine, and she said she was treating herself for Christmas. I think it's her child's week with their dad, and so she was I treated myself to a week-long yoga retreat. And I was like, God, that kind of sounds like... I know that when you think of Peter, you don't think of week-long yoga retreat, but like the Peter that I think of myself in my head that I would like to be is somebody that would love to go to like a week-long yoga retreat where you just drink like juices and you cleanse and detox and, you know, you all that. I think that just sounds fantastic. I don't know. I don't want to ruin, well... If you haven't read the book, Apples Never Fall, and you're planning on reading it, like, don't listen to the next 5 minutes of this. Just fast forward through this. Okay, are you ready? Because I'm gonna... All right, so at the end of the book, they find out that the mom has... Okay, have you fast forwarded? If you're gonna read the book, don't listen to this part, because I'm gonna ruin it for you. This is a spoiler part, right? Okay, I warned you. So at the end of the book, they find out that the mother who's been missing all this time has actually gone off with this girl that like the mom and dad met in kind of like really crazy circumstances to do this like, was it a 21-day challenge? I think it was a 21-day challenge to like raise money for like this charity. And that she went off grid, and they didn't know what she meant by that because she had texted everybody that she was going off grid. And so she went off grid and she lived in these like solar paneled houses that were like real small. Like all they were like was one room, and they were out in the middle of nowhere, Australia. And somebody once a week would bring them like a container of food, and the food was like fresh fruit and vegetables, water, pasta. It was like just all like back to basics kind of stuff. And they would just like spend their days like walking, swimming in the waterfalls, and they would sit outside and they would just read for hours on end. And they would, it was like all these years after this like mother like had taken care of everybody else, it was like her way of like taking care of herself for like 3 weeks. And she was like, when she was describing it, she was like, you know, some days we would talk for hours, she and this girl, and share stories with each other. And she goes, other days we would only exchange a few syllables. And she was like, you know, some days we would just sit outside and we would read for 3 or 4 hours straight and watch like the koala, you know, and the kangaroos, like out in nature, like just be around. And I thought, oh my God, just like, I know that I don't seem like the kind of person that would be appealing to, but there's something about that is extremely appealing to me. So. Did you ever just wake up and you are so thirsty? Like I woke up and I was just... I'm going a different way. I've never, well, I know this road, I go down this road, but I've never gone this way on a vlog before. I woke up and I was so incredibly thirsty tonight. So got up today and I didn't even leave the house until later, like after Alex came home tonight. Something smells weird in my car. It smells like food or something. It's kind of a weird smell. Anyway, I got up and I did a bunch of stuff around the house, and then, like I said, I was really tired when I got up today. I honestly was kind of like, well, maybe I'll just like, okay, there was this, the corner of my bedroom is such a complete mess, you guys. It's like all of this stuff that like literally since probably last spring or summer, whenever we went on our first trip, like I started just throwing everything in this corner, like shoes. And if I went and bought a bunch of stuff for a trip, like, and I didn't end up taking some of the things, I would put it in that corner. Things that like we went on the trip and I brought back and I didn't wear. You know, like when you're unpacking and it's like you didn't wear a certain pair of shorts or whatever, I would like put in that corner. Laundry that I didn't have a place for in the closet because our closet is so jam-packed full of everything, like I would put in that corner. Bags full of stuff that I ordered online that I would like not want to sit in the kitchen. like these socks that I just ordered recently, like I would bring them up and I would put them in that corner. I mean, it was like, you guys, it was honest to God, like 3.5 feet high, this entire corner. And it just was a lot of stuff. Well, it came in the mail, this Christmas tree from this website called Cranberry Frog, that I'm telling you, unless this is the most magnificent tree in the entire world, I think the entire customer service situation is just crap. I honestly ordered this Christmas tree like 6 weeks ago, and it just came today. And no offense, but like, who wants to, I mean, like, that literally gives you 2 weeks to have a Christmas tree up, and it was like over $100. And what kills me about this is I got an email today, because they have bombarded me with emails since I ordered this thing, because you have to give them your email address, and I didn't even sign up for wanting to know things, and they still send me every single day, where you can go in there and unsubscribe, but you know how that is. So anyway, that's how those companies get you to use their email. So I, like, every day have gotten these emails from this company, and I'm like, you know, you could send me one less email and actually send me my product that I ordered and paid a lot of money for. So today, after I get the tree, like, on the doorstep, I get an email and it says, Cranberry Frog Christmas trees, the perfect Christmas present for somebody. Free shipping and handling, promise it will be there within 2 to 3 days. And I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, I could have had this Christmas tree up like the week of Thanksgiving and have been enjoying it, right? And now you're telling people, oh, and they were on sale. So it's like, you could go buy this Christmas tree and have it at your house in 2 to 3 days, but I paid full price for it, and I've had to wait all this time for this Christmas tree. Horrible. I think that's horrible customer service. But anyway, there's my complaint for the day. So I got up, and yeah, I was just like kind of like tired and stuff today, but then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do some things. So I sat down. Which video did I make first? I first did a video. It was later in the day too when I started making videos. It got dark so early today. I think that's part of it, you know, is that, like, when I look at the clock and it's like 4 o'clock and the sun is already setting, and it's like by 4:30 it's like getting dark outside. I'm like, this is so bizarre. So anyway, I filmed a Peter Does Stuff video in the bedroom, and then I did a drama video, and then did I end up doing, oh, I did a Peterisms video tonight as well. And then I was going to do a review video, but by that point it was getting late, and I was like, why did I not leave the house so late? Like, I was like, why did Alex get home so late? Alex went out to dinner with a girlfriend of his tonight. They went out to the steakhouse 1933. He was like, do you want to come? I was like, no, I'm trying to get stuff done around the house. And he was like, do you want me to bring you anything? He was so sweet. Kept on texting me, and I was like, no. So he had sliders. They like steak sliders. And then they shared macaroni and cheese, and they shared french fries. He had a good time. So he came home. He didn't get home too late. It was like 8 o'clock when he came home, I think. Maybe even earlier than that. So he came home, and so I was like, I want to watch The Real Housewives of Orange County. I'd have got the videos up and stuff by then. So he was like, okay, so The Real Housewives of, oh, no. Maybe he got home at 9, because, yeah, he got home at 9, because I said that I wanted to watch The Real Housewives of Orange County, and it was starting at 9, and I said we could watch it like at 10 o'clock when it got done recording. And he was like, yeah, that sounds like fun. So I was just getting a bunch of stuff done. I like made a cup of coffee, and I like ran out and called a couple friends on the phone, and just to get out of the house, honestly, for a couple minutes, because I hadn't left the house. Sometimes it's crazy, like sometimes, especially now that I'm like not getting up and going to get my coffee in the morning, like at Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks, I sometimes, like, if I just make a cup of coffee in the Keurig, which I have been doing now like every day, I sometimes do not leave the house for like till later. It's bizarre. It feels really weird, you know? So anyway, I drove around for a little bit, calling some of my friends, and then I came back and we watched Real Housewives of Orange County, Oh, no, I'm leaving out a whole part. So, tonight, that's what I did. Okay, that's why when Alex asked me if I wanted to go to dinner, I was like, no, I'm gonna, like, do the corner of the room. I was like, I'm gonna clean the corner of this room because I want to put this Christmas tree up. God knows I've only got, like, 2 weeks left to have this Christmas tree up anyway, so before Christmas, I want to clean up, because that's what I bought the Christmas tree for. I bought that Christmas tree specifically for the corner of the bedroom. So, I went up there and I actually put on the Christmas movie, Season of Miracles. I don't know what channel it's on, but it's like one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. It's with Carla Gugliani or whatever that was in Spy Kids. She was also in The House of Haunted Hill. And I actually saw her at Horror Hound Weekend. She's so pretty in person. I mean, she's pretty in the movies and stuff, but in the TV shows. But that's like my favorite. That was like before she was anybody famous, and that was like way back in the day. Laura Dern is in it, and Laura Dern's in like this hospital, but like she's going through detox, and she's on like the jail part of the hospital, and the kids are gonna go to foster care, and so the aunt, that's Carla Gugliani or whatever, Gugliani comes in, she gets them, and then they like run away, and then they go to this small town that's of course like the most Christmassy town in the entire world, and they decide that they're going to stay in this person's house, and the whole thing is like about this angel, and this angel tells them to go stay in this house, but they don't know she's an angel. It's actually Patty Duke Aston. I don't know why that cracks me up so much, but because she keeps on turning up being like different things as this angel. And then there's this one little girl. I actually looked the little girl up because she's the same little girl that was in the movie with Meg Ryan, where she's an alcoholic. Why can't I think of what the name of that movie is? When a Man Loves a Woman. That movie is so fantastic. If you've never seen When a Man Loves a Woman, it's probably one of the realest, most fantastic movies about addiction and recovery that has ever existed. I'll tell you why in a second. But anyway, the little girl that was in that movie, well, one of the little girls, she's also in this Season of Miracles. So I looked her up a while ago to see. I mean, she's like 40 now or something, or 30. But, so I put that movie on, and then I went upstairs, and the dogs came upstairs to bed with me, and I literally was like t-shirt by t-shirt. I mean, I had all of my new pair of shoes. You guys, I can't even begin to tell you how many pairs of shoes I have purchased this summer, okay? I mean, it's ridiculous. I had like 5 pairs of Birkenstocks. I had 2 pairs of Birkenstocks that I took on a trip. I had a blue pair, and then like real Birkenstocks, not the plastic ones. A blue pair, and then I had a camouflage pair. I've had those for a while. Those are not new. I've probably had those for 2 years. And then just recently, I bought the faux fur, ones. I bought the white ones, the white fur inside, and it's like tan on the outside. And then I bought the midnight blue ones, and then I bought a pair of clogs. Okay, when I tell you that they are the most uncomfortable, don't buy them. Okay, they're impossible to walk in. The clogs are not bad. They're hard to walk in. My foot slides out of them, and they're not easy to walk in. They're cute. They're super, super cute. And the one time that I wore them, like out somewhere, I've tried to wear them around the house. They're just really difficult to wear. But the one time I wore them outside of the house, people were like, "Oh, I love your shoes." They were the midnight blue sandals. They're really cute. I saw them because Sutton wore a pair of them on, I know, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, when they were on the one trip where she and Erica Jane kind of made up on that boat before they got on that boat ride, I have this pink pair of shoes that my brother-in-law, Fufu, they're Reeboks, I think, he had, that I saw on him when he came to visit a year ago. Or no, I saw him on a picture that he took with my husband, actually. And I was like, "Oh, Fufu, I love those shoes. Where did you get those?" And he was like, "I actually got them at Marshall's." I have those shoes. I mean, I had so many pairs of shoes, you guys. And so I had them all lined. I just bought 2 pairs of shoes from ASOS, which I bought the shoes and I bought the boots. And you guys, when they came, I mean, Alex was laughing so hard at me. They were on sale and it was a great deal, but literally... It's a Chelsea boot and it's a lace-up shoe, okay? And the bottom of them is exactly the same. I mean, it's like they're the exact same shoe. I didn't need to buy both of them. So anyway, stupid, I know. But the problem was that I already have 400 pairs of shoes in my closet, because that's the one thing that, like, I never get rid of is shoes. Because I'm always like, well, I mean, with weight gain and loss, shoes just kind of stay the same, right? And I love shoes. Like, I absolutely love shoes. So I'm like, I know you guys wouldn't guess it, but I have, like, tons of sneakers. And so I was like, well, I don't really want to get rid of a lot of these shoes. So I went through, and I don't know what was in me tonight, but I just started, like, chucking these shoes out. I was sitting on the closet floor, and I just started chucking them out, and I was like, I mean, I have a pair of Birkenstock clogs that I have probably had for 20 years. I've got another pair of Birkenstock clogs that I've had for like 15 years. I threw away a pair of sneakers that I had, you guys, that I have worn to, like, I have worn them. I mean, they are so torn apart, you guys. I was like, why am I keeping these? And so I threw them all out. I bagged them up to donate them. I mean, half of them they'll probably look at and be like, these are absolute trash. We don't want them, but I'm going to donate them anyway. Bagged all that up. Cleaned out my whole shoe area in my closet, and then put all of the shoes in there. And then I had all of this other stuff. I cleaned out that entire corner of the room. I was very proud of myself. It's spotless. There's, like, not one thing in that corner right now. So I'm gonna put up the tree tomorrow or Friday. Tomorrow I'm kind of busy because I've got a bunch of stuff to do during the day. Obviously, I want to film some videos, and then we are meeting Alex's mom, Melissa and Jason, Aaron and Eric at Newfields at the art museum tomorrow night to do the Christmas lights, which I'm really, really excited about. And I actually pulled out my Ugg boots for that. I'm gonna wear my... Now, I said tonight, I was looking at this, I was like, I am not buying any more pairs of shoes. I think the way that I'm gonna do it in the future is, if I buy a pair of shoes, I have to get rid of a pair of shoes. I think that's what I'm gonna do going forward. So I was like, I am not buying any more shoes, but my Uggs are so water damaged that I actually might buy, I might replace my Uggs, because they were so comfortable last year. I did put in the donation bag my, I'm sure a lot of you want to know, my ugly as hell faux inside Crocs. You know, let me tell you about the Crocs for a second. I thought they were kind of comfortable and cute for a while. Not really. I never really thought they were that cute. They look cute on other people. They don't look cute on me. And I don't think I'm a Croc person. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind. In a few months down the road, I'll get another pair of Crocs. But right now, I just don't think that I'm a Croc person at all. So... I do have to tell you, though, like, finding in that closet since it was over the summer, I swear I probably have in my closet right now, I probably have 60 different swimsuits, you guys. Because I buy them up. I just, like, drove through, like, these, there were all these twigs sitting out on the side of the road, and I just, like, drove through them. I probably, like, when I go to Target, it's like, they'll have, like, the swimsuits on sale, and it'll be on sale at the end of the season, because that's what it was. I found, like, 4 Target swimsuits. I found these swimsuits I bought on ASOS. Some of those swimsuits were, like, $4 and $5, and I get real excited about it, right? And then they come, or I get them home, and then they don't fit, you know, and I'm like, oh, well, I'll wear them, you know, down the road. So anyway, story of my life. So I did that tonight. I was very excited about that, and got all that stuff downstairs and all of that. Yeah. So, and then Alex and I watched Real Housewives of Orange County when he came home, which was really good this week. People can say what they want to say about that Heather Dubrow. If you guys watched Real Housewives of Orange County, I'll just make this very quick. She, like, this whole situation that happened, I was so impressed with how she handled it. Well, she and her husband, Terry, both. I was really impressed with how she handled the whole situation. I looked at Alex, I was like, she is such a class act. And she hasn't always been that way, but I am such a believer that how you treat people is it says a lot about who you are as a person. So anyway, did that, and then I'm craving this Diet Coke now. Although, do you ever just feel like you could just drink tons of water in a row? It's like chug, 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 chug. So, I was trying to look and see where I was at on time. Okay, my friend Valerie, she was like, you talk too much about books on your vlog. I was like, that's because you don't read, Valerie. Anyway, I'm just joking, Valerie. She at least watches my vlogs, which I'm very appreciative of. Unlike any of my other friends. I don't really know why my friends would want to watch my vlog anyway, since they... my two friends, I don't know why they would want to watch my vlog anyway, since they talk to me every day anyway, you know? I know people are always like, does Alex watch all of your vlogs? Are you kidding me? No, my husband would never. My husband likes to watch the videos that have him in it to read the comments. Okay, look at that blue behind there. It's so pretty, isn't it? So I finished last night Sarah by J.T. Leroy. You know, let me tell you about this book first of all, okay? I don't know what to make of this book. Okay, you guys, okay. I just went on this like 25-minute dissertation about that book, Sarah, and how bizarre it was and all of this. And, you know, honestly, I should probably just save that for a BookTube video instead of getting into it over here and getting into this long discussion about it over here, because I know that there are people that could care less. And in all honesty, I'm just thankful that the book is over. It just was a really bizarre read, and I'm happy that the book is over. So anyway, I'm not going to include all that in the vlog. It's too much, and if I decide to do a video about it on my BookTube channel, I will. Then anybody that wants to know about my feelings about J.T. Leroy's Sarah can come over there and watch it over there. But needless to say, I finally finished that book. So, finished Sarah last night, and then I was just like, I'm gonna just go down the row in my Goodreads, or not my Goodreads, in my Audible. I'm just gonna go down the row for the books that I bought for Christmas. Why is this thing not wanting to stay up here tonight? So the first book that came up in my library was this gay romance that I bought called Tic Tac Mistletoe. And I was like, what is this? And so, I mean, I knew I had bought it, right? Because I'd seen it come up on Audible. I don't even know why it was recommended to me. So, I was like, okay, Tic Tac Mistletoe, this is going to be the first one. It's only like 5 hours and 17 minutes or something like that on Audible. So I started listening to this book, you guys. I have to tell you, I was instantly, like, hooked on this book. This book is so cute, you guys. Okay, it's literally like a gay Hallmark Christmas movie. Like, I was telling Alex about it tonight, and you know, like, my husband, if you've ever watched any of our videos together, you know, he likes to tell dirty jokes. He thinks that's real funny, right? Okay, so we're sitting there in bed, and I'm telling him about this book, right? And I'm like, and then this, and then this, and then he goes, and then they did it. And I go, no, it's like sweet and romantical. And then I said, and so then this, and then this, and he goes, and then they did it, right? And I go, Alex! I go, it's all sweet and romantical. He was laughing so hard. So anyway, by the way, when we were in bed tonight, it was so funny because Boo Radley was just like all perched up, you know, and I said, okay, Boo Radley, I said, you need to start getting ready, and because, you know, I do his like ideal voice for the dogs when they're talking, and so I said, okay, Boo Radley, I said, it's time for you to start getting ready. And he goes, get ready for what? I'm going to bed. And I said, oh no, Boo Radley, I said, you need to get ready to come out and vlog with me tonight. And he was like, vlog? Oh no, I don't need to be vlogging. And I said, oh no, Boo Radley, I said, we've decided that it's about time that you start paying your way around here. How do you think that you're going to start paying for all this dogs or all this dog food and these walks and this nice bed? I think you need to start thinking about a way that you're going to contribute. And he goes, what are you talking about, contribute? I had Alex laughing so hard, it was so funny. So anyway, I started this book, what's this, the game? Tic-tac-toe? Tic-tac Mistletoe. Oh, I get it. Okay, cute. So anyway, I never said I was the sharpest knife in the drawer. Okay, so anyway, I started reading this book last night. Now, I am going to tell you a little bit about this book. Okay, we'll skip Sarah, but I will tell you a little bit about this book. So, it's about this guy, and his name is Hamish, okay? I'm so into this book. This is like the third time I've talked about this book today, and it's so completely cheesy, but it's not a cozy Christmas mystery. There's no, like, mystery to it. It's just a cozy Christmas, like, Hallmark movie, okay? If they do it, I don't know. I'm not to that part yet. So, anyway... But it's just real sweet. So it's about this guy named Hamish, and Hamish is from Australia, and he's coming to the United States for 2 years, but it's starting at Christmas time because his sister lives in Idaho. So he's never been to the United States, he's never been to Idaho, and he's never seen snow, okay? So he's coming to the United States, it's like the 23rd of December, 22nd or 23rd. And he's coming to the United States to spend Christmas with his sister, and then he's going to stay here for 2 years and decide if he wants to live here. Because his parents are gone, and I think his parents are gone, and his sister has recently moved to the United States a couple years before and is, like, married and stuff. So he wants to be closer to her. So he comes to spend Christmas with her in this small town in Idaho. Okay, so when he's flying here, he flies from, like, Sydney to, like, Los Angeles to go to Idaho. Well, they hit a snowstorm. So they have to divert the plane to, I think it's Montana or Wyoming. I don't know. Anyway, somewhere way out there in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't really matter to the point of my story. So anyway, I mean, I'm sure it does to the people that live in Montana and Wyoming, but to the story, it doesn't really make a huge difference. Okay, so... so he... Where is it? I'll have to look it up and tell you guys where he lands. So, it's Hartbridge. The city is called Hartbridge. I'm sure it's not a real city. I mean, I'm positive it's not a real city. So anyway, he lands, and they're like, there's no flights going out, so if you want to go see your sister, you're going to have to get in a rental car. And so he's like an hour and a half from her house, so he's like, or like 2.5 hours from her house, so he's like, I'll just get a car and I'll drive there. So he gets his car. He's never driven on the other side of the road. He's never driven, you know, like in the snow or anything, right? So, anyway, at the same time that this is going on, there's another character whose name is Wren, which is short by Reynolds Brooks, which is a good, solid name, who is this guy that lives in this small town called Hartbridge, and he is gay. And he is out, and the whole town knows it, and they're all very accepting of it, because when he came out to his dad just said it was okay. And so, oh, my aunt and uncle used to live in there. I miss them so much. That was my aunt and uncle's condo area back in there. So anyway, and the whole town accepted him, but because he wanted to stay in this small town and run the family hardware shop, he, like, didn't go to college. He just stayed in town and didn't go off or anything like that. So he's kind of accepted the fact that he's never going to have a boyfriend or he's never going to have a partner in life. And that's what he's traded off by living in this small town. And he loves this small town and all this kind of stuff. And he has a dog, and the dog's name is Chutney, after the character in Legally Blonde. That is important, okay? So anyway, so he closes up the hardware shop on... Oh, his mom left he and his dad when he was real young, and his dad has just passed away that previous year. So... he's just left. Why are all these people at the Starbucks so early in the morning already? My lord, at 4. God, okay. So he, what is on this car over here? There's like red dots on the side of it or something. There's red dots on the side of this car. I'm so confused. I pulled in here because I wanted to tell you guys what state, which I should already know, that this book takes place in. Okay. My books, hold on a second. So the book is called Tic Tac Mistletoe. It is Hartbridge Christmas #1, and it is by N.R. Walker, who I have a feeling is probably a pseudonym for a woman. A lot of these romances are, yeah, because author also writes as a voyeur, period, voyeur. Walker is an Australian author who loves, oh, it is a her genre of gay romance. She loves writing and spends far too much time doing it, but wouldn't have it any other way. She is many things: a mother, a wife, a sister, a writer. She's a good writer. I mean, it's well written, I have to tell you. I mean, it's not bad at all, you guys. It's not, I mean, it's not corny. I mean, it's corny because it's a romance, but it's not like, I've read, like, the Debbie McComber books, you guys, I just don't think they're good. I just don't, I mean, I've only read one, it was called Dashing All the Way, but I just don't think it was good at all. Okay. When a snowstorm diverts, I use that word too, his plane to Montana and leaves him stranded 2 days before Christmas, he hires a car and drives right into a blizzard. I mean, I should basically be writing this synopsis. Okay, do you guys want to hear the rest of it? Here, I'm just going to read it to you. Okay, here it is. Hamish Kennedy is moving from Australia to the U.S. for a fresh start, starting with Christmas at his sister's place in Idaho. When a snowstorm diverts his plane... Did I not tell you guys all this already? I'm so good at this, aren't I? When a snowstorm diverts his plane to Montana and leaves him stranded 2 days before Christmas, he hires a car. That's an Australian term, isn't it? Hires a car. He hires a car, and he also calls the trunk the boot, and Ren doesn't know what that means. He also thinks that Ren is a bear because Ren has like a brown coat on and like, or a black coat on and like brown something. He thinks he's a bear when he comes to the car. Okay, if it says that in here, I will die. When a snowstorm diverts his plane to Montana and leaves him stranded 2 days before Christmas, he hires a car and drives right into a blizzard. Ren Brooks has always called Hartbridge, Montana, and his family hardware store home. After a few failed attempts at love, he doesn't say anything about failed attempts at love. He's resigned to being single forever. After all, no guy wants to stay in his sleepy little town for long. And after his dad's passing earlier in the year, Ren's Christmas is looking bleak. Well, he's actually real excited about his Christmas, it says in there. But anyway. But when a car runs off the road in front of his property, Ren pulls the driver out and takes him home to get out of the cold. With the storm and the holidays leaving Hamish with nowhere else to go, Ren kindly offers a place to stay. Hamish is certain he's crashed right into a Hallmark Christmas movie. He says that actually in the book. Despite more car delays and road closures and the prospect of not seeing his sister for Christmas. Oh, I didn't know that. Now I know that. Okay. And with help from Hamish, Ren is beginning to feel a little Christmas cheer. These two unlikely strangers have more in common than they first realized. And after 2 days of Christmas decorations, cookies, and nonstop conversation, it looks like Christmas might be saved after all. Okay. So, first of all, they don't know if the other person is gay, which I have to say is so interesting, you know, of reading this in like a romance book. Like, I mean, I don't live in that world today. I just guess I, you know, stereotypically assume that people know that I'm gay when I meet somebody or whatever, or I'll right away say like my husband or whatever. But it's interesting in this book because they paint Hamish as being somewhat effeminate. I mean, he even describes himself that way, and like people easily understand him, but like he doesn't know if Ren is gay. And I think it's like interesting when we talk about that. It's like, that has always been, I think, let's not get into a huge political discussion about this, but I think that that's been like one of the difficulties for people that are, you know, gay through the years, is like when you meet somebody and you like him, it's like, well, I don't even know like if they're gay or not, right? Well, this is how they kind of figure it out at the beginning. So when he sees the dog, who the dog, of course, immediately takes to Hamish and loves Hamish, right? He goes, what's your dog's name? What is his name? And Ren says, it's a she, and her name is Chutney. And Hamish goes, like from Legally Blonde, and he goes, how did you know? Okay. There's like some other movie reference too that he knows. But anyway, you guys, it is such a cute book, and I'm so into it. And it's like, so he comes out, of course it's like total blizzard conditions, which I love anything that is like a blizzard book or blizzard movie. Anything that has to do with like you're stuck and you can't leave and it's cozy and all that kind of stuff. I love all of that, right? So, and this is why Ren was excited, because he was like, yeah, all these people invite him over to their house for Christmas, right? These neighbors, and they're like real nice and stuff. And he's like, no, he's like, you know, I've got plans or whatever. And his plans are that he's going to hang out with the dog and make all these different kinds of soups and homemade food and stuff that people have sent with him. And then he's just gonna like binge watch Netflix, and he's real excited about it, actually. So it's not like he's like looking at this bleak Christmas. He's kind of excited to spend it alone and just relax for 3 days. He says that in the book. But anyway, so the first day, like when he rescues Hamish from the car, they like come back to the house, and he like puts him up in this, and he goes, well, I don't have, of course lives in a log cabin out in the middle of the woods, okay, with a wraparound veranda. That's how Hamish describes it. And it's, of course, blizzard conditions. There's snow everywhere, right? And the only reason he saw it was because Hamish was hitting his car horn like that. And, the interstate is way off in the distance, which kind of reminded me of my aunt and uncle's house in Fort Wayne, Indiana, that I used to go stay at in the summers, because way off in the distance was the interstate, and that's how he describes it. And so he hears it, so he drives out there and goes and gets him, and he brings him back, and then he gets, all the phones are down too, cell phone towers and everything are down. So I mean, it's a horrible blizzard, right? And so he gets on his CB and he calls the sheriff, and then the sheriff calls his sister to let his sister know that he won't be making it. So of course that part's settled, right? And then they get somebody to come and pick up the truck or the car, and then he's like, I don't have much, but I do have 2 spare bedrooms, you can stay the night. And he was like, oh, I wouldn't want to impose at all, Of course, they're both like super good looking, right? And he was like, no, not at all. He's like, it's just me and Chutney and whatever. So he takes him upstairs and like has these like big, huge, like he brings towels, and he goes in, and of course the spare bedroom is like this antique, rustic bed, and he's got like pictures of like bass fishers on the walls, and there's like, it's quilts on the bed. I mean, it's very that, very like Montana Christmas. And so, and Hamish is like, oh my God, I just walked into a Hallmark movie. And he's like, no, he was like, I saw a picture online and I like how it looked and I just copied it or something like that. And he's like, well, some decorators call that inspiration. And then they like laugh. They're like, ha ha ha. And I'm like, oh my God, I love this so much. I'm so corny, right? So anyway, I love my husband and I love being married, but this book would totally be my fantasy if I wasn't married. I will just say that. Now I kind of understand why women fall in love with reading these romances. I might have to start reading some of these, like, these gay romances. It's so bad. I mean, the thing is, the writing really isn't that bad. The writing is not horrible. I mean, it's just, it's good dialogue and stuff. Oh my God. I'm going to tell you, that Dorinda Jones that wrote that book, A Bad Day for Sunshine, she really screwed me when she started me on this whole track of reading cozy mysteries, and now it's romances. I mean, I have like kind of come full circle. My grandma back in the day, she loved those Harlequin romances. I'll probably one of these days, do you guys, if you watch my BookTube channel, I went to Goodwill and I bought some of those Harlequin books because of my grandma. I don't know, I think I put those in the I'm sure they're in the basement, because I had them out forever. I was gonna read them, and they were so bad, you guys. I should buy like a Harlequin Christmas novel. Actually, you know what, that's so funny that I just said that, because I think I did on Audible. I think I bought a Harlequin gay. I have another gay romance to read, you guys. I think I do. It's like the Knickerbocker Inn or something like that. What has my life become? Oh my God. What has my life become? I have, like, this is what is so crazy to me, is that, like, I feel like I have the most fantastic life in the entire world, and I, like, drive around in a car, and I, like, drink Starbucks drinks and tell you guys what I think about it, and I, like, drive around and talk, and then I, like, read all of these, like, or listen to all of these, like, cozy mystery Christmas romances and stuff like that, and God, I have a good life. I really do, it's like, I just have a very sweet, simple, fun life. I do, I just have such a good life. I feel very blessed today. still wish on stuff. I still do wish that I was going somewhere on vacation, like after Christmas. I was actually looking at like all different kinds of places to go, and I was looking at like Tulum, and because Alex really wants to go and stay in Tulum. I don't really have such a desire to do that, but he really wants to go to Tulum and stay there. And where else was I looking? Just all kinds of places. I thought maybe like Florida would maybe be cheaper, and I was looking at Key West. Forget that. Key West is expensive as hell over the New Year's. And Miami is super expensive. I was trying to look at some places and see what might be cheaper. But it's not really a whole lot. The Nutcracker, December 10th through the 12th. It's only 3 days, so that's interesting. Well, maybe it's just like some special performance of it. And I'm wishing on a star. I'm real excited to see the Christmas decorations tomorrow, or the Christmas lights tomorrow night. We had a good time doing that last year. I said something to Melissa today about going to dinner afterwards, but it's like we can't figure out our plans well enough to get it all like organized. Everybody's like driving separate, and because everybody's got stuff before, and look at that Cerberus. The Cerberus has this big lit up like horseshoe or something outside in front of it. Do you guys know what the Cerberus is? The Cerberus is these hotel suites. It's like where you go do it, and just do it. It's where you go do it, and you can rent them by the hour and stuff like that. And by the hour, I sounded like I was from the East Coast there for a second, but they have like pools, and they have like pools and water slides and stuff like that. Do you guys want to know a funny story? When I was a little kid, I couldn't have been that young. My dad either like had a brochure there for like, it's not like, I mean, in Indianapolis, like if you ask a lot of married couples, like if they're like, oh yeah, we went to the Cerberus for our anniversary and stuff like that. It's like nice, you know? But it is very much that afternoon delight kind of place. And I think you have to be like a couple to like sign into it or something like that. I don't know, like you have to like, anyway. But, my dad, like he had a brochure out or something. I don't know. He had like probably gone with my like stepmom when they first started dating, or, I know this is probably a little too much personal information. Who cares? My dad's 81. He doesn't care. Anyway, my dad had gone to the Cerberus with like a girlfriend or my stepmom, like when they first started dating or something. And I saw the brochure out. And the brochure, like if you look it up online, the Cerberus, it's is it just a local thing, or do they have them all over? Or they might have them in every city. I don't know. But it's like Sybaris. Look it up online. I'm telling you, these rooms are incredible. Okay. But it's like very much like mirrors on the ceiling, and like water beds, and you know, like huge slides. I mean, the whole room is like a swimming pool and stuff. Oh my god, it was like, what kid would not love a bedroom that had, you know, a slide that went from, you know, into the pool? And I was like, Dad, I want to go to the Cerberus so bad. He still brings that up. Oh my god. I haven't actually driven through Noblesville, or not Noblesville, I'm driving through Zionsville. I haven't actually driven through Zionsville since all of the Christmas decorations are up. So I'm real interested to drive through tonight. I've been mostly driving through Noblesville. I go the other way. So tonight I'm excited to kind of like drive through here and see what the Christmas decorations look like. This Diet Coke tastes so fantastic. It's so crisp and clear. Crisp and clear. I love that show, Strangers with Candy. My favorite line ever is when she says, "Hey Tina, nice camel toe." Alex and I were talking about Amy Sedaris the other night because he was like, Michelle Collins was talking something about Amy Sedaris. What were you talking about? Maybe Andy Cohen was going to have Amy Sedaris on his show or something like that, but we were talking about Amy Sedaris, and Alex was like, oh my god, when I first watched that show, Strangers with Candy, and I said, do you still watch Strangers with Candy? Because I felt like that kind of came before his time. And he was like, yeah, he was like, I was introduced to it like late, but I started watching it, and he was like, my favorite one was when she was like, went to some camp. I said she was part of a cult. He goes, yeah, she was part of a cult. He goes, she would sing this song every morning. I said it was the Morning Table song. He goes, how do you remember all this? I was like, because I've watched those episodes like 1,000 times. I love them. And then she's like, pizza, pizza, pizza. She kept on wanting to know when they were going to get pizza, because the only way they got her to the cult was because they promised her the free pizza. Those shows are so funny, you guys. If you've never seen Strangers with Candy, you've got to go see it. It is so hilarious. Oh, man. Thank you. I was looking through all of the Christmas movies that are like when you turn on our TV, you can go through all the Christmas movies and see like all of them that they have listed. And I was watching a bunch of trailers for movies and stuff like that tonight. And because after I watched Seasons of Miracles, and then, well, I didn't finish it, but I almost finished it. I got like 3/4 of the way through. And then Alex and I started watching Orange County. And then after Orange County, we were kind of just like sitting there hanging out. And he was like playing his game on his phone and stuff like that. And so I did a little Christmas shopping online tonight. And so I bought Alex a couple things, and then I bought Alex's mom something, and then I bought Alex's cousin, who's coming to visit, something. And so Alex's mom and cousin are done. I've got to like get some more shopping done like in the next 2 days so that it gets here by Christmas, because everything that I ordered tonight was guaranteed that it would be here by no later than the 16th. But like, we're getting down to the wire, you know, like I don't want to order stuff and then have it come too late. So wishing on a star. I don't know why I'm singing that song. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Anyway, here come the decorations. So I was looking through there, and afterwards I put on, this is what I was gonna say, I was looking through all the Christmas movies. Yeah, they don't really have that many Christmas decorations this year. I thought it would just be like bombarded with Christmas decorations, but there's just not a lot. I mean, there's some things have them, but a few lights here and there. I'm just not super impressed. Now this is pretty. Look at this, you guys. Doesn't that just look like cozy Christmas? Look how pretty that is. This is the Brick Street Inn Hotel, no vacancies. That is so pretty. And then you can see over here. Okay, if you've never been to Zionsville, I've shown this before, but do you guys see it's like brick and cobblestone streets? It's so cute. This is Black Dog Books, used and rare. I have like wanted to come here forever. I keep on telling my friend Valerie that we should come to... Who was I asking? Do you see how cute that place is? I was telling somebody this the other day that I wanted to come here and go to Rosie's for brunch. Do you guys see how cute this is? I wanted to come to Rosie's for lunch. And then I wanted to walk around and shop. Look at that, the flower shop. Is that not so cute? Here's Rosie's place right here. This little brunch place is supposed to be so good. Isn't this little town so adorable? I love it. So I'm going to show you guys just the sights of the city while I'm... Why is it, like, doing that? I don't understand there. I think it's about to stop anyway. Look over here. Oh, it's so adorable. These houses are so cute through here. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, it's still showing it. I just want to show you guys some of these houses, like as I drive by. Do you see these houses? How adorable they are. Look at some of these houses. Like, this house is so cute, isn't it? This little blue house right here. You guys, these houses are literally like $1 million. Look how adorable this house is right here. And then I'm going to show you guys these houses just down here on the corner real quick. Hold on. These people always do a lot on their house. It doesn't look like it right now, but they've got all this evergreen out there. It looks really pretty. Okay, you guys, look, I want to show you this. Do you guys see this house? This entire house right here is all one city block. It's massive, you guys. And you can see inside the house, and the house is like absolutely adorable inside. And they've got like paper. You can see like they've got like paper, like things like lining it. It's so cute. Guys, look at these houses. Oh my God, I would love to just live here. Okay, this house right here on the corner is probably my all-time favorite house in Zionsville. And what you can't see right here is that it's like a farmhouse, but it's like all modern inside. And right here, this is like a lamp shop, you guys. It's really weird. Like, it's got like lamp shades in the window, and upstairs they usually have lamps and stuff. This house right here reminds me of like something you'd see in Martha's Vineyard or something, or like Cape Cod. So cute. And here's the library right here. Now we're coming up on my favorite house ever, and I want to see if she decorates for every, I think it's a she, I don't know. I want to see if she decorated for Christmas this year. Because she goes like all out. Look at this wraparound porch. I would die. I would sit out there all the time. Okay, here she is. I'm starting to think maybe something happened. Here's the house. Yeah, you guys, I'm starting to think like, ooh, hi. There were no decorations out there for Thanksgiving or for Halloween or Thanksgiving. Not a lot, and now there's like no Christmas decorations out there, and she decorates for literally for every holiday. I mean, even like for Valentine's Day, she goes like overboard, or they go overboard, or whoever they are, and I'm like, this is crazy to me. there's no decorations out there, but anyway, so I was looking through the Christmas movies that are like free to watch on cable. You guys, there are so many good ones that used to be my favorites when I was a kid. So I turned on tonight The Night They Saved Christmas with Jacqueline Smith. Do you guys remember that movie? Where she and her kids go to the North Pole, and like they are in like, I think Alaska or something, and they're drilling for oil, and her husband works for the company that drills for oil, and Santa Claus has got to get them to quit and all that kind of stuff. It's so cute. But then there's this other movie on there with Lee Remick and Angela Lansbury, and it's called like The Christmas Lost Love or something like that. And I love that movie too. It's really sad. It's about how Lee Remick's husband like runs the family business into the ground after Angela Lansbury and her husband die. I watched it years ago. And, but there's like all of these movies, you guys, there's so many. There's like Snowpocalypse, Icepocalypse, Krampus. There's all these different Christmas movies that I want to see. Elf. I have to watch Elf this year. For like the last 5 years that I've been on YouTube, people like every year are like, you have to watch Elf. I've never watched Elf. I know. I have to sit down and I have to watch Elf this year. So that's my goal for the Christmas season. It's the holiday season. Dos-y-dos. Oh. Well, listen, you guys. I think I am going to get off here now. I know this is a little shorter than usual tonight, but I do want to listen to a little bit of my audiobook. So I'm going to get off here now and listen to my audio. You know what I just got like the craving for? Well, cheese again. Why am I craving cheese all the time? But I just got the craving for just like a really basic like cake donut dipped in like cinnamon sugar. Hot though, like brand new, like Homer. What was that book? Homer Price's Donut Machine or whatever. Like that's what, like that, you know? With like a hot tea. Oh, I made tea tonight while I was watching The Real Housewives of Orange County. I sat down. I made a cup of lemon ginger tea in the Keurig with lots of honey in it. It was nice. Anyway, all right, you guys, I'm going to get off here now, and I hope that you are having, if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. I hope that you are having a magically amazing Thursday, and yeah, I'm still going to be doing the Cozy Christmas Contest. I think that I'm going to run it Friday to Friday, starting this Friday. So, Troy, if you're watching this, and I know Troy's watching this, so hi, Troy, how are you? Troy, can you message me and say, don't forget Friday, so that I don't forget Friday, but I'm going to write myself a Post-it note, too. A week from Friday is my sobriety birthday, and so I thought that I'm actually not going to be getting my token till the following Tuesday, because I always get my token at my home group meeting, and so I'll be getting it the following Tuesday, which I think is the 21st, and we usually like go out to dinner with like my sponsor and Tanya and everybody. But next Friday we are doing something for our friend Aaron's daughter Maddie, who has kind of grown up around all of us, and this was really okay. I pulled into this parking lot because my battery died. I had to change my battery. And this pickup truck, like huge pickup truck, almost like ran me off the road when I was turning in here. So anyway, what I was saying was before I should have just signed off, because then my battery died right after that, and I would have gotten it all in time. But anyway, what I was saying was that Aaron's daughter, who grew up around all of us, is graduating. And so Aaron asked her, she said, you know, like, what do you want to do for your graduation night? And this was so sweet. She was like, I want to go out to dinner with you guys and Melissa and Jason and Peter and Alex and her boyfriend, of course. And she was like, so she got to pick where she wanted to go, and she picked like a really nice like restaurant. And so we're all going to get dressed up. And I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about the fact that we're getting to do that on my sobriety birthday. So that'll be really fun. So anyway, So I thought I would make the contest Friday to Friday, and so I'll be posting about that. I also wanted to give people time to get up their Christmas decorations and all that kind of stuff. So I will be posting that on Friday on the Vloggerinos. So anyway, if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Thursday. God, I can't believe the week's almost over already. Anyway, and I love you guys. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!